Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, June 20th, and had a little bit of internet problems, got it worked out. That's why I'm a little late today. I was here early, but I'm here. See who jumps on here. There's Terry, Andy, Robert, Brian. Hello, everybody. Oh, a lot of you. D-House, Jose. Hello, Daniel. Kevin, I have a special gift for you. I'll air it later here. Terry and Robert and Annette all got to meet each other at my seminar. That was nice. Hey, Lloyd. Hey, Oz. Thanks, Robert. Thanks for coming to the seminar. Nice to have friends there. Robert, I have never heard of bluefin tuna caught off Seal Beach Pier. If you heard about that, please tell me where you heard about that, because I have never heard anything like that. Hello, Nature Whisperer. Hey, Mike. How'd you guys do in the half-day trip, Mike? You, Kevin Kozai, I have a very special gift for you to share with you here. I think you'll like it. Let me see what else is on here. I made a slideshow from the kids club meeting, but I don't know where it went. I can't find it. I thought I saved it on my hard drive. It doesn't seem to be there. Keep looking for it. I can't find it. Oh, Kevin, thanks for those pictures. The one picture of the kid, I don't know if you remember who that is, with Joey from the Blackjack. He's now the owner operator of the Mirage, and I don't even think he runs a boat anymore. I think he just has different guys run it. But he was the owner operator of the Mirage, and I want to say he's part owners of the landing. I don't know if he owns the landing up there, Channel Islands, but his wife pretty much runs it. So I don't know. I don't know where that slideshow went. I can't find it. I have to share it with you guys on Thursday. Hopefully I'll be here Thursday. We shall see. See what happens. Hey Orca, thank you very much for the super chat. Annette, thank you for being at the seminar. It's Gabriel from across the street. Hello. Across the street in front of me or across the street behind me? Hey Eric, how you doing? Eric supplied us with avocados for our last charter on the Stardust, so everybody had avocados in their meals. It was nice. Brandon, I don't know anything about the local bite. I haven't been on the water locally because of I've been filming, been on trips everywhere else. Today we're filming locally in our office and down at the beach. Yesterday I was on the Island Fox, and that was a remarkable day of fishing. So that was good. So Gabriel, as in how big is the white sea bass? 35 pounds. 35 pounds. Hey Dad, how you doing? I won't get my boat back, Kevin, until next month. Sad to say, it's going to be a few more weeks. So is it Gabriel or Javier? Nature. Light poles work good if you're fishing for small fish in shallow water. In deep water or big fish, light poles don't work too good. Henry got COVID again. That's not good. Alright, let's... Do I have the show open anymore? Yeah, let's do the show open.
Dan Hernandez, and I live to fish.
All right.
I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life.
Oh!
Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way.
Yeah, Eric, I'm looking forward to that trip too. Should be lots of fun. Need to get some more people on it. I think we only have like 12 people on it right now. But we still have about 10 days to go, so hopefully we get more people. Or 8 days ago, something like that. Hope we get more people. Just not a lot of people going fishing right now. All the boats, light loads. Mike, I don't know how many people you guys had on a half-day trip today, but a lot of boats tied up, a lot of boats not running. Hopefully this warmer water will get people to think about going fishing. We'll see. Okay, let me play. Here is a white sea bass from yesterday.
Here's Eric, one of our regulars. one of our volunteers, Two for Youth Foundation.
Sorry, that wasn't yesterday. Here's yesterday.
All right, Aaron, good job.
What'd she get?
Another sea bass. Here, hold it up, Cash, for
Oh my God,
Aaron.
Aaron.
All right, drop it down.
Bewitch, when she was a little kid. Oh, you're on the trip tomorrow, okay. Well, that's good. The Spitfire was packed with people. Hey, Real Raider, how you doing? Hello, Daniel. Well, we want the wind to stop if you want to have good fishing. It's no fun fishing in the wind. Here is Friday on the Stardust. So that was a trip on Stardust. It was phenomenal fishing. We fished areas that have been closed for over 20 years, and it showed it with just instant fishing. Would you know? Everybody was kind of hoping we'd be close to the island looking for something different, but that didn't happen. And all the fishing we had was quality fish, great fish we had. Yeah, big reds, monster reds are nature. Just huge fishing. And a lot of the regulars are there. Jose, Tamira, Brad, Eric, you know, a bunch of the regulars were there. So it was good. Everybody was asking white sea bass questions. Let me show you what else I got here. Here's another white sea bass. Okay, so at the end of this video, you're going to see the phone just kind of drop, and I'll stop it there. Because I dropped my phone because I was getting bit by a sea bass. So I dropped the phone while I was shooting the video, and the phone hit the deck of the boat, and I had to kick it in toward the bait tank because it was starting to go out through the scuffers. But I was able to catch it. So here's Cash, one of the kid crew member on the boat, catching white sea bass.
You're fine. I didn't want to take that one.
Good job, Cash.
Cash.
Turn around, Cash. Get in there.
Jimmy, go enjoy yours.
So my phone was on the ground while I started doing that. Excuse me. How deep were we fishing on the Stardust? Let's say 450, 500 feet. Not all that deep. I was asking them to go 1,000 feet because I had an electric reel. But yeah, like Jose says, 400, 450. All right, you guys want to see white sea bass, huh? All right, here's some white sea bass for you. Enjoy. Rocky's white sea bass.
All right, now, Rocky.
Good job, Rocky.
Our first white sea bass.
Yeah.
Little Cash on a fishy. yesterday. So I've been really busy. Saturday, kids club meeting, seminar, and then I went to another event Saturday night. Sunday, all day with my parents at the yacht club and stuff. Um, we did the Father's Day brunch there, and then went to another event right after that on my way home. And then yesterday, I went to sleep. Sunday I went to sleep early, and then left my house around 3:30 in the morning yesterday to go up to Oxnard and fish all day at the island. And that's where we got all the white sea bass. And it was kind of funny because the first spot we went to was all whitefish. That's all there was whitefish. And I didn't even really try to catch them other than I hooked some. One of the guys on the boat, Craig, is a real famous comedian, a friend of Rocky's. And Craig brought his opening act, the young woman that was in there. And then the other woman that was there too, she's pretty young too, way younger than me. She's another comedian that also performs at different places with him. So I don't think they'd ever caught fish before. So I was hooking and handing whitefish to them. But it was the girls that hooked the first white sea bass. And what was really bizarre about it, I've never been on a wide open bite like that on sea bass where they ate anchovies. It was all anchovies. They didn't touch the squid. We didn't have any big sardines, no mackerel. All we had was little tiny anchovies. And they were eating small hooks, like size 2 hooks, size 1 hooks, with anchovies. And all of them were just fishing dropper loop rigs. It worked out really good. Which was good. So in 2 goof-off trips, the trip I went on the Pride and this trip yesterday, between the 2 trips, 6 white sea bass. On the first one I was able to keep 2. Yesterday I was able to keep 3 because the limit changed up to 3 now, so it was pretty awesome. And almost everybody got limits. Everybody got 1. I would say 90% of the people got 2, and I think 4 of us, maybe 5 of us, it was only 8 of us on the boat, got 3 fish. So that was pretty cool. How deep were the white sea bass? I think we were like where we were anchored was about 40 feet, but we were casting right to a rock right behind the boat. So it was only about 10, 12 feet. And what was really impressive was, and most of the fish were caught right below the boat, because we had a lot of people that never really fished that much. Rocky fishes, I fish, Craig doesn't fish that much. Some of the other LA people that were on the boat really don't fish, they don't cast, so they were just using a dropper loop straight down. Erin was just fishing straight up and down, and she probably fishes more out of the women that were on the boat. And that's how they're getting bit. They just put the dropper loop down, get off the bottom, a crank or 2, and they got bit. And like I said, you would just see 5, 6 white sea bass following the fish coming up being gaffed. It was pretty good. DJ, what is your personal best white sea bass? My personal best is something like 52, something like that, 50. I don't know if Kevin was on the trip that day on the gale force where we had limits. It was like this time of year we could catch 2 or 3. And I had one like 60 pounds. And we had so many fish. I was using 50-pound tests, and I tried bouncing a 60-pound fish, and it didn't go very well. I got about half of it out of the water, and then it popped off. But that's the kind of stuff you do when you can't keep any more fish. It was fun. You need some fish to can? We get you some fish to can in that. What else? Yeah, Tim, all the white sea bass came on anchovies. Tiny anchovies. Oh, Rocky caught some calico bass too. And I think he caught one of his sea bass on a hookup bait. He was trying to fish for bass and he caught that. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, I still gotta bag my fish, and as soon as we're done here, I was stuck all day at the office working. Yeah, Kevin, I think it was on the Tracer or it was on the Gale Force. Yeah, it was something like that. But that's the day I caught the 50-pounder. So it was pretty good. Crypto, we were on the back of the island. The back of the island. And what's really funny is it was so windy and bumpy yesterday morning heading to the island. The captain really wanted to fish the front side, fish some of the beaches where they've been catching calicos and halibut. But because the weather was so bad, he went around the back. And we drove a ways up the back of the island. I don't know the exact name of the cove, but it was on the back side of the island that we fished. And we fished 4 or 5 spots. First one, like I said, was solid whitefish. Second one, I think we got a couple of sheephead and nothing else. And then he went to a third one. We picked away at a couple of little calicos. And the fourth spot, we hooked a calico. And right after that, it went white sea bass. And the white sea bass came in waves. They just came in waves. It would come and we get 6 or 7, and it would be dead for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then another wave would come. We'd get another 7 or 8. You know, we'd have 4 or 5 hooked up at one time. It was pretty crazy. It was really, really good. We do have a trip out of Marina Del Rey. You can find them on our website. I'll put the link there for you guys. We have a trip on the Gale Force for the TV show this Sunday. I think we have 4 spots left. Let me look. So if anybody wants to join us, we have 5 spots left. So if anybody wants to join us, we have 5 spots left. Looks like the yellowtail are just starting to bite there. So hopefully we'll get some. But this is the next trip. No, Kevin, no boats were around us. We saw one boat down a cove away from us, another sandy cove. And that boat was there for over an hour, maybe 2 hours. And my captain, the boat we were on the Island Fox, thought maybe those guys were already catching white sea bass. That's why they didn't leave that spot, because they weren't in no hurry. We just saw them sitting there, and they never moved the boat. They were in that one little cove, so they had to have fish going, or they wouldn't have sat there that long. They were there for a couple hours, so it was pretty good. So yeah, so the next trip we have coming up is the Gale Force trip this coming Sunday, and then the following week we have the trip on the Tornado that departs a week from Friday, or a week from Thursday. Like 8 days. So if you guys want to go on that, come and join us. Here's a link to see all the trips we have for the year. You know, we have Morro Bay coming up. We have Emeryville in September. So quite a few trips coming up. I got a late update from the Seawolf on what's going on up there. It's a little bit different for them this year because of the weather, because they can only fish 300 feet and deeper. All boats up there really need your support. Seawolf, the new hook fin, great boats. They could use more passengers when they can get out. So here's a little report from the Seawolf.
Hey Dan, it's John Yokomizo from the Seawolf at Emeryville. Just checking in. We've been off since Sunday, Father's Day. Looks like we're gonna get a good break in the weather starting Thursday all the way into next week, so it'll be a good stretch of nice weather for us. Fishing's been excellent. Big reds, a lot of big jumbo yellows, and we found a spotted lingcod that we've been picking at the same time looking for other spots of lingcod. So that's been about it. The weather's been tough for us this year. We're only getting 2, 3, 4 days of fishing, and then you get a 5-day blow, and then you get another couple days of fishing. So we'll see what happens. Just checking in. Hope everything's all well with you. Bye.
So that's what's going on up there. A lot of weather issues. And hopefully they get more passengers and they get more days to run. Jose, what can you expect on the Tornado? I would think it's going to be yellowtail. I don't know. It might be white sea bass. The white sea bass, like I said, bit really good yesterday. I think the game plan, though, for Tornado is to run to Clemente. Raymond likes to fish there for the yellowtail. Who knows? It might be tuna. It's hard to say. It's a little early. Once I get more information, I will let you guys know. All right. What else do we have on here? So that's a sea wolf. I had a slideshow for you guys from the Kids Club meeting on Saturday. It went really well. I want to thank the few volunteers I had. We haven't had a lot of volunteers. We had more last month than this month, but I'm grateful for all the volunteers we do get. So it was still nice. Okay, Kevin, are you ready for your little gift surprise? Are you still there? Kevin Kozai, let me know you're there. I have a special gift to share with you. But I don't want to play it unless I know you're here. I know you were on here earlier. Alright, I'll just take a chance that you're here. So here's Kevin's little gift.
Hi Kevin, I wish you could have gone fishing today with Dan and me, but you missed it. Maybe next time. Bye.
That was Erin. I told her that you follow her and you give me updates on where she is around the world. She thought it was funny. Tommies. No Tommies. Yeah, Jose, don't worry about it. I know you're busy. But some of the other regulars that we normally have weren't there. So I'm sure that everybody had family things going on. But it was good. We had a good time. Alright, so I want to play the Stardust thing again. Some of the people that weren't on the Stardust trip, that were on the Stardust trip, didn't see the slideshow, so here it is. fun trip. It was nice to have all the regulars on there. Nice to have Tamira on there. It was nice. Everybody had a good time. And the fish were huge, like you guys saw. I don't think I've seen reds that big locally, probably ever. They're huge. A couple of questions. Tim wants to know, how do you hook anchovies? If I'm hooking them with no weight, I normally hook them up by the gill. But on this trip, because we're using dropper loop rigs and heavy weights, not heavy weights, but weights to get them down toward the bottom, it was all about hooking them through the nose. So he went under the jaw, out through the nose, and down. And the baits were small. I mean, they were really small. You know, not much bigger than a finger. You know, probably like that size or smaller. So they were small. Yeah, Jose, the crew in Stardust is great, and those guys really enjoy us filming on their boat. So you can tell that how they try really hard. And a lot of you don't know this, but rockfish spots like the Sea Wolf, the New Huck Fin, the Stardust, all these boats that fish deep water spots, they have a few spots that they know the fish are at, and they don't fish them during the year. They save them for when I come with the TV crew, because they want you guys to see phenomenal fishing every time you watch it on TV. So there are boats out there that we fish on that never ever fish spots unless we're there with the TV camera, and then you see fishing like you saw on that trip. It was just phenomenal. Daryl wants to know what setup to bring on Sunday. I'll be sending you an email about that, but I would say something light, 15-20, a 30-pound for the yellows and white sea bass. If you want to bring a 40, you can. For most part, you could get by the rock fishing with a 30, but you know, bring a 15 or a 40. That's like a personal call. But I think a 20, 30, 40 would be plenty of gear. I'm probably going to bring like a 15, a 25, a 30, and maybe a 40, just in case we see some bigger yellowtail. A couple of friends of mine caught some nice yellowtail over at the island last week, so might bring it just in case of that. They got some nice home guards, fish over 20 pounds, so that's good. Hey Jeff, how you doing? So Jeff had 3-day white sea bass trip, Channel Islands, 16 legal fish. That's great. And Jeff, here's the sea bass trip we had yesterday on the Island Fox. We got lucky. We weren't looking for them. You know, it's how you catch them. Looking for calico bass, and you run into white sea bass. Rocky's white sea bass.
All right, Rocky.
Good job, Rocky.
Our first white sea bass.
Yeah.
Little cash on a fishy.
was 50 pounds, Tim. I'm guessing 35, 40 maybe. But it was hard to hold up. I was doing everything I could to hold that fish up there and not look like I was going to die. But it was hard to hold it up. It was nice. Yeah, Jeff, I don't know if you got the photos I sent you earlier. But it was good. It was a lot of fun. And like I was saying earlier, you know, I did 2 goof-off trips, one this year. The trip on the Pride day-and-a-half trip. And I got 3 white sea bass, which I could only keep 2 on that trip. And then this one, I got 3. So 6, I got to land 6 white sea bass in 2 trips this year, which for me is really good because I don't think I've caught a white sea bass for the last 2 or 3 years, so that's pretty cool. Do you think that was 40 pounds? Yeah, Tim, that's a, you know, that 60 pounder I tried to bounce, that was because we were done. We had all the fish we could use. We couldn't keep any more fish. We weren't gaffing the fish, and that's what I tried to get. But it was fun, and like, you know, like Jeff says, he was looking for bass. He found his sea bass. We weren't looking for white sea bass, and wasn't early in the day. I mean, when we got the sea bass, it was probably 11 in the morning, later in the day. We spent like 3 hours getting there, going all the way around the back of the island to get out of the weather. But it was good. Yeah, Daniel, I'm really sad to hear about your dog. I went through that. Don't ever want to do that again. It was brutal. Alright, so people, we have fishing trips to fill. There's a link there to see the trips. And like I said, we have a trip this coming Sunday on Gale Force this Sunday, and the next Thursday we depart on the Tornado. Some people are still sending me messages asking me where they can find us on TV, so I guess I'll play this for you. Oh, I guess not. Well, we're on KDOC channel 44 in Los Angeles, Comcast Sportsnet through Central and Northern California and up in Washington and Oregon, and Cox Cable, San Diego, Santa Barbara, Arizona, and all over the country.
Hi everybody, I want to tell you about a brand new app that we just added to our website where you can watch our programs 24/7, all our brand new HD content. There's no contract, just go to the website and sign up. And remember, you'll be watching our brand new episodes a week to 2 weeks before your friends.
Okay. There was a question, when are we going to do the raffle? We don't have that many tickets in here yet. So I'm hoping this week we get a bunch of tickets in there, and then maybe next Tuesday we can do that. So it's good. What else was I going to say? Okay, Jeff has a ticket for 907. I will get that. Yeah, in Houston, you might have to use Comcast Sportsnet, or if anything else, use get our app and get that for $1.99 a month. So Steve was asking, what's that prize? So it's a pair of extra tough boots, and you get to pick whatever pair you want. They sent me a couple of codes to hand out to people here on YouTube Live. So the winner of it from the super chat, you just do a super chat down there, minimum $5, and you get a ticket for it. And when we do the drawing, hopefully next week, we do the drawing, then you'll get a code from me, and you'll go on to the Extra Tough website, pick out whatever pair you want, and you'll get a free pair. So we'll do that. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Kevin. So, yeah, Thursday is my birthday. So I'm going to go to dinner with my parents earlier in the day. Hopefully I'll be back here in time to see you guys. I might be a little late like I was in Santa Barbara, but I will try to be here on time on Thursday. Alrighty. I think that's about it for today. If you guys are looking for fishing trips, please sign up and join us, Gale Force, on Sunday, and then the Tornado after that. Alright, I'm going to go inside. I still have to cut up all my white sea bass, the 2 that I was able to keep, and vacuum pack it and throw it in the freezer. So it's been chilling on ice all day today, so I got to get to it. We were filming all day today, so I haven't had a chance to do anything. Just barely had time to make the slideshows that I shared with you guys today. Alright, thank you all for being on here today. Quite a few people, over 70 people. I appreciate that. Lloyd's wife's birthday is today, and 31st wedding anniversary. Congratulations. I wish I was turning 40. Okay, Jeff, be safe out there. I'll see you out on the water, hopefully soon. And hopefully I'll have my boat back soon. Looks like I won't have it back till 4th of July. So we'll see what happens. Alright guys, good night everybody. Thank you very much for joining. And I'll talk to you all soon. Bye everybody.